Welcome everybody. This is the yarn that I'm using. Probably I used more. And here I am almost at the end of adding reglans over here, but I wanted to make sure that whatever I have written down in the pattern, it's what I really want. But however, while we're knitting some stuff, our gauge may change and everything like that. So I decided to transfer my stitches to 4 circular long needles, as you can see over here. I'll show you closer. The way I transfer is basically slip stitch purlwise, and you just do that. What I did, because the beginning of the round is in the back, so I just took one of my smaller needles but with longer cable and just moved the whole stitches over here for the sleeve, another one for the back, another one for the sleeve, and another one. Actually, this is the back, that was the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on and see how it fits me. So you can do that at any stage you want. I truly recommend you to do it. Here it is. And now what I'll be looking at those corners where the needles are here. And in the pattern, I still have a few rows to do, and obviously take for consideration that you need to have more space over here. You see, I'm stretching it already, but I'm just using my fingertips to hold it, and that's not enough. I want to have it slightly bigger in the design. That's why I will continue and add what I was planning to add, because yeah, it looks that everything goes according to the plan. But I just wanted to show you that this is an option for you to do, and not only for my design, for any other design you can just transfer to 4 longer circular knitting needles and just try it on. Yeah, and you can actually do that even earlier just to make sure that the color, it's what you like. And this is what I wanted to have. So here it is, a little tip from me. I have knitted this sweater for a bit, and I have divided to sleeves and body. And I knit body on 40 centimeters, which is 16 inches needles. And as you can see, there's my sleeves, basically sleeve stitches are on the longest cords I have. So they're like 40 inches, 100 centimeters for socks knitting. And I just keep them in the pouches so they're not running around poking out eyes. And then I go over here to 16 inches, which is 40 centimeters, I think. So I'm going to transfer stitches on 2 needles, so front and back, and put it on and see how it fits me. However, I mentioned it is top down, so you can put it on whatever you want, but it's very valid from perspective of what kind of blend you use in regards to yarn. I'm using 100% wool. Well, 3 types of wool, but still wool. And the wool does not have so much a tendency to stretch after blocking. And blocking means that you basically put your knitwear into the water, the stitches relax, and then you dry them. And depends how you dry them, if you put them flat or you hang them or whatever like that, they may have a tendency to stretch. So that's something to bear in mind, and very important when you do gauge swatch. Yeah, just saying. Okay, so first thing what you need to do, you need to go to the side either way of your sweater. And what I like to do, I'm removing markers because I have a tendency to lose them. And then I'm taking circular knitting needles with the longer cord I have, and I'm putting it on one side. So this is my needle, and basically I'm slipping them purlwise like this. So if you see transfer your stitches to a needle, this is what everyone is talking about. Okay, let's do both sides. Okay, so here are the needles that I'm using to knit the body. Obviously they're squeezed around, and I would not be able to try my sweater. So I moved it on 100 centimeters, 40 inches, and 32 inch, so 80 centimeters circular needles, because that's what I had. Sorry for the sound, but we have a storm, so now this is how it looks. So let's put it on. Now, as you can see, I have knitted a bit on my sweater, but the main important thing when you're trying it on, maybe after 2 rounds or 3 rounds, once you divide it to sleeves, check how you feel in the sweater. Move your arms around, up and down, because you have to have at least 2 inches, 5 centimeters positive ease over here, which means it has to be loose, not fitted in this area. And it's up to you then. Do you want to have loose, so you want a positive ease, or you want to have it fitted, or you want to have negative ease, which means that you want to have very, very tight. I'm still connected. So as you can see, this is my back, and this is my front and my body. Okay, so one more thing. If you don't have circular needles, do not worry. Take any strand of yarn, like the thick ones, completely different color, so the thickest you get, and a tapestry needle, and just go around it, you know. I would still recommend you to do in 2 sections, so just do a front and then take another one for the back, because I think it would be way easier afterwards to kind of, you know, do whatever you want. But yeah, that's an also option. You don't have to have circular knitting needles to change that to this if you don't have any more. So as you can see, I'm very happy with it. I like when I can, so over here, when I can grab my fabric under my armpit, so I will know I will feel comfortable with it, in it. And over here, as you can see, I like it from perspective of construction. Just bear in mind that how many stitches you're going to cast on in any sweater in regard to your neckline, it has to have enough for you to pull through your head. Then if you do any waist shaping, so if I can pull it up, so my waist is somewhere over here. So if I would want to, you see I'm at the waist area, I would probably have to start waist shaping slightly over here, decrease, and then maybe increase. But bear in mind that the number of stitches you want to have for your waistline cannot be less than what you can pull through your shoulders. Because then it will be very hard to put it on. And in most cases, in any, maybe not in the sweaters, but in any other sewing garments, sometimes people insert zippers over here for that reason. So when you unzip, that would expand, and then you can pull it through, and then you zip it back a little and do that. So right, when I'm looking at my sweater now, this is my armpit, I'm going down, this is my waist. I would want to have it around maybe here. So when I'm looking at it, you can take measurement tape. I would need a double what I've already have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a progress keeper and start knitting it and see if I can fold it, and will I get exactly the same number. Although I want to have a ribbing, I might stop slightly earlier and then put it on again and see. So I think see you then. Oh yes, I have to put the stitches now back on my needle. I almost forgot. You don't have to transfer them now, so you don't have to slip stitch them. Whatever size needle you have on as a left needle, that's fine, because you're knitting with a right needle. You can actually knit the round now, so enjoy. Now I'm transferring stitches on the needles, try it on and see how long the body is. Here's my waist. you enjoyed watching this snip of sweater in progress, and next click on my finished object video where I'm showing you my lovely sweater and tell you all about it. Subscribe, like for more knitting inspirations. Bye!